What's going on, y'all? Sharp Reacts back with another video. And listen, 24 hours of NBA free agency, and it's already crazy. Like, it is getting nuts. First of all, shout out to the Miami Heat, man. We lost D-Lon. He was a pretty good guard for us, but he's getting him a decent bag with the Bucks. So I ain't complaining. But because we always have plug-in players. Kevin Love signed back. But we'll take him. We'll take him. But yeah, guys, it's been 24 hours. This has been crazy. First of all, let's get off the two big ones already. Paul George signing with Philly, and then Klay Thompson signing with Dallas. Bro, it's crazy. First of all, that ends the dynasty with both of those. The Clippers era, that Kawhi and PG, they were supposed to be the top two dogs, and then of course the legendary Splash Brothers, the legendary you know what I'm saying, what 3-4 championships they won. Yeah, that ends their that ends their legacy. Klay Thompson's gonna get retired in Golden State no matter what. But yeah, man, two new teams, dog. Two new teams. Yeah, it's been crazy. Like, let's get into it, bro, because it looks like to me, Philly is trying. They're like going all in right now. It's like they're going all in, and they're trying to figure out what to do, right? So they're going all in, and this is like a do or die situation for the Knicks. I mean, not for the Knicks, for the Sixers. Now, I don't know how the city's gonna feel about it, but I know Philly like their bread. They like their bread players, like the players that grew up in Philly, like Maxey and Embiid are their two guys. You know what I mean? But this is gonna be real interesting because playoff P is one thing when you're dealing with in LA. It's a whole nother thing when you're dealing with in Philly. You see what they did to Ben Simmons. You see what happened to Ben Simmons in Philly. They was booing him down to the rafters, boy. I don't think I think they're gonna have to on paper the team looks excellent, right? Because it's, first of all, Maxey should lead the offense. Let Maxey go rampant, let him run wild, let him do his thing, because he's that guy that can get a bucket at any time. Of course, Embiid is going to do him always. I think playoff P, Paul George probably should just kind of do him, kind of plug himself, not try to hold the ball too much. Like I say, Philly fans don't play. They're gonna boo you out of there, like, without a doubt. If it's trash, they're gonna let you know. Paul George is not gonna be able to pull some of the stuff off he did in LA. But he will be a good addition to the team. But also, they're gonna have to get chemistry together. And not only he signed with them, but Andre Drummond is signed. He's back, and then Eric Gordon's actually a good pickup for them, because Eric Gordon can come off the bench and get you 20 easily. He can get you 20. So so far Philly's gonna be pretty interesting. Of course, Tobias is gone. Detroit, he's getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna do anything? Heck no. But he's getting his bag. 2 years, $52 million. Yeah. One thing, and another thing too. Well, I'll get into that later. But let's go and Klay Thompson to the Mavericks. Now that should be interesting, because we have two ball dominant players on that team already, and you're talking about adding Klay Thompson to spot and shoot. Like, I know they need it, right? Because Derrick Jones Jr. he would make shots now. Don't get me wrong. He's going to the Clippers, so he's getting it back with them. So that should be interesting for that team because now they lose a shooter and they got like a explosive guy when really they need people to make shots. So that should be interesting for them. But Klay, he will make shots. Is he a in his career? Is he a third option right now? I would probably say yes because he is it ain't no big thing like no big thing like he's declined and it's cool. You see what he's doing with the Warriors. Maybe this will be good for him because he could just sit in that corner, let Kyrie do his thing, let Luka do his thing. They just pass it him. He's ready to shoot. He's ready to shoot. Is his average gonna go down? Most definitely. Kyrie, Luka, I mean, they lead that team. Could they also do something? They definitely could. As long because they still got Derek Lively, they still got Gafford. I think they still got Gafford, right? I think they still got him. They still got all their players. So that could be interesting. I think that one could be more interesting than Philly because Philly is one of those teams that it can either go it can definitely either go good or it can go really bad really quick. Especially with Paul George, like, because I know Philly's gonna burn him. They're gonna be like, you're just a glorified Tobias Harris, like you just there. You know what I mean? Paul George. Now I would definitely don't definitely disrespect Paul George. Like Paul George, he's a great player. It just seems like when it comes to winning time, it's not there. It's just not there. It's not. Now granted, I know Philly would love to just win with, their full-bred players, like the players that they brought up in the system, the players that grew up in the city, stuff like that. But they have a chance to do something. It's just that chemistry. I don't care if you put together the best team in the country, but they still got to get chemistry. You know what I mean? So that should be interesting. That definitely should be interesting. And Dallas should definitely be interesting because, like I said, Luka and Kyrie gotta have the ball in their hands at all times. They gotta have the ball in their hands at all times. You know what I mean? That's how they get their rocks off. You know what I mean? That definitely should be interesting. But let's talk about like the underrated ones, like the underrated like the underrated drops and the underrated like pickups. Like for instance, Hartenstein going to OKC is great for OKC, but it's bad for New York. Hartenstein did everything that nobody else did at that big man position. Like Julius Randle, he's a scorer, yes, but he's not. He's very unorthodox, but he doesn't play defense that well. He plays defense okay, and he has his moments. But even with Hartenstein averaging as much as he averaged, bro, he did the little things that everybody else didn't do. Like almost like kind of like what Josh Hart would do for the guard. It's like he does everything else besides score. You know what I mean? Like he gets rebounds. He hustles. He plays defense at just about any position. Like he's the wrestle guy in the, you know what I mean, down low. Like he's not gonna let nobody just come in the lane and just, you know what I mean, just score. That's a big loss. Also, now Mikal Bridges was a big pickup. You know what I'm saying? They really established the Nova Knicks now. Like it's the Nova Knicks. Like there's no doubt about it, right? I wonder if they're gonna keep Randle or not because Hartenstein was a big loss, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Hartenstein was a big loss for them. Not only it was a big loss for them, but it was a great pickup for OKC because OKC needs that kind of center, bro. OKC because Chet Holmgren is a finesse, shoot, pick and pop kind of guy. Hartenstein is that veteran that they need on that team. I don't even know if he's a vet. He's a veteran. I think no, he's only 26. That's crazy. Hartenstein plays like he's 35. Like Hartenstein plays like he's older, but that's the kind of player that they need on that team. You know what I mean? They need that guy that's going to buckle down. I said they should bring Steven Adams back, but Hartenstein is definitely a good pickup for OKC, man. They're definitely a good pickup. Also, you see DeJounte got traded. I don't know what's going on with the Hawks right now. But yeah, man, so far. Oh, another one. I know people are not gonna be like, well, Chris Paul this, Chris Paul that. Chris Paul was a great pickup for the Spurs. I don't care what nobody says. Chris Paul and big men go together like you know what I mean, like cracking the CIA in LA, like, you know what I mean, like, bro. Chris Paul will do great for the Spurs because he always, for his big man, he always try to put the ball in the right positions for them. That should be great. Like, he will be a great stepping stone for Wemby. Wemby will be able to not only, like, I was watching those games in San Antonio, and they were not getting him the ball. Like, I understand Vassell was gonna get stuff off. Johnson, what's his name? Baby light skinned Dennis Rodman. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And all those other players. I understand they had to score. You know what I'm saying? But Wemby's the guy, bro. Like, you gotta let the offense run to him. Like, if the offense runs through him, then everybody else gets their buckets more easier. So that makes it easy. You know what I mean? Like, versus them trying to force shots all the time. Them trying to play 1-on-1. Stuff like that, man. Like, you gotta let the offense run through Wemby. Like, he is a demigod. Like, he is unstoppable. No, just get the ball in his hands somehow. Chris Paul would definitely get the ball in his hands, bro. That pick and roll action is gonna be nuts, bro. The pick and roll, pick and pops, like, Chris Paul is a point guard. I ain't gonna cap. Like, even I know the Warriors. I know after this year, like after 1 year, they were like, oh, the Warriors, because the Warriors did not fit his style, because, you know, Steph is really a shooting guard shooter, and then, you know, they're both 6 foot. Like, Steph is 6'2", Chris Paul is what, 6'1", 6 foot. So it's like, it doesn't really work. But I think him with somebody like Wemby, because you see what he can do. You seen what he did with Tyson Chandler. You seen what he did with DeAndre Jordan. Like, both of them became all-stars. Wemby's already an all-star. He can make him a superstar. I think that's gonna be like. I'm gonna go out the wing and say the Spurs make the playoffs next year, because, like, the way, like, as long as Chris Paul stays healthy, right? Because as long as he stays healthy, I think they can do some things. But let's talk about the Lakers, bro. Like, yeah, they're not really doing anything, you know. I know the Lakers is like the, you know, it's Bronny, you know what I'm saying? Like, Bronny, I mean, because I know LeBron's taking a pay cut, I hear, to stay to get somebody big there, but right now it ain't looking too good. Right now it is not looking too good at all. But yeah, right now it's been 24 hours and it's already been big blockbuster moves already. You know, so yeah, this should be interesting. Yeah, definitely should be interesting. You know, who's left is the real question. Like, who is left? Okay, so let me see who's unrestricted. Because I think Isaiah Mobley is like an unrestricted free agency, but he might stay. He might get a bigger contract with Cleveland. That would be a good pickup for any team if, you know what I'm saying, the price is right. Because Mobley he can do it all. The Nasus, that is nuts. That is crazy work, bro. Somebody pick up the Nasus, like, oh, you get Giannis, like, bro. Oh, no, that's not happening, bro. Nobody's picking up the Nasus. The nasty. Let me see. What's his name could be a good pickup. I think Covington could be a decent pickup. Jay Crowder, DeMar DeRozan. I forget about him. DeMar DeRozan could. Oh, interesting. DeMar DeRozan. Let me see. Where does he fit? What do you want? Does he want to stay in Chicago? Does he want to go out west? That's going to be interesting. Spencer Dinwiddie, he might go somewhere else. So far, I think the big ones already happened. I think the big trades. I think the big signings already happened. But now unless trades come up, you know what I mean? Because a bunch of trades. Oh, shout out to Jason Tatum for getting his super max. Like, of course he deserves it. Yeah, $314 million. That's crazy work, bro. Right now, yeah, I think pretty much the big stuff already happened. They already had it. They already had the eyes set. James Harden staying, right? Gordon Hayward, I don't really care. Buddy Hield could be interesting for any team. Oh yeah, I forgot we gotta sign Highsmith. But then again, we can plug in anybody, and you know what I'm saying, just train them up. But if Highsmith goes somewhere, he gets a good bag, I'm not even mad at it. Not even mad at it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. I think that's pretty much all the decent, all of the blockbuster players outside of, you know, DeMar DeRozan and yeah, I think that's it, bro. So yeah, Malik Monk signed back with Sacktown, which they needed that. Let me see. Kyle. Yeah, Kyle's gonna sign with another team. I don't know if well, he could stay. I don't know if I see him staying though. I feel like he can sign with another team. The Bulls. He could sign back with his buddy DeMar. But yeah, I think that's it though. I don't think, yeah. Those are like really like the biggest ones. So anyways, guys, that's it. I just wanted to talk about that because these last 24 hours have been nuts. So now granted, there's some trades that could happen too. So we'll see, man. You know, Trae Young could get traded. It's a lot of stuff. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell when I post more videos, and I will see you guys later. Peace.